G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the north side of the map, playing as the Malians, it's Tip Top. And to his east, playing as the Chinese in the green, it's Neptune. It's great to see these guys coming back. Neptune, as you guys will know, we've covered him many a time before. But this time it's different because this time we are on Golden Swamp. That's right, there's a swamp in the middle with lots of gold. It sounds exactly like Shrek's house, minus the gold. I think he lived in a swamp, didn't he? I wanted to say something about Marine Lord's mum, but, I mean, we're just going to be talking about Marine Lord because he's actually playing under the account Baboon. And he's going to be playing the Chinese in the blue over here on the southeast side of the map. And just below him playing the Holy Roman Empire, it's Yui Metal, who's going to be playing in the color teal. Now, this map is one of the brand new maps that he's got... Well, what do we got going on right here? Is he trying to wall the crossings? Is that what's happening? Or is he docking? He's got to be docking, right? I think you must be able to dock on this map. So indeed, it's going to be docks. But this is one of the new maps that's going to be coming at for the EGC TV tournament that's happening. It's the Winter Championship, I think it's called. It's a team event. So it's a bit of an interesting format. You've basically got a team of, I think you have to have 3 people. And they say that you probably should have a backup just in case. The way that it works is you've got like a 3v3 that you guys will play, and then you'll play a 2v2. And then you play a 3v3, and then you play a 2v2. And yet you have to like alternate between the 2 players that you pick. So it's an interesting style, and I think it's probably going to pop off. I like team games a lot. And I really like this map for team games. One of the reasons I love this map for team games is because you spawn close to your ally. So one of the things that has been happening with a lot of the Age of Empires 4 maps is that you don't spawn close to your allies. You spawn very far away. In fact, sometimes you'll spawn closer to your enemy than you will to your ally. I've seen plenty of games on Dry Arabia where you've got players, I'll try my best to draw it out, but you'll have like a player that spawns here, and then a player spawns here, and then you've got like directly across from each other, and so it creates these 2 flanks and obviously a pocket position, but the flanks are incredibly close, and I don't like that. You know, coming from Age of Empires 3, I'm used to having bases so close. Like, you would have your base here, and your enemy or your ally's base would be right here. Like, you could reach your arms out and touch your ally, and that way you could feel confident knowing that if you do get rushed, that they're going to be able to support you. Whereas when it comes to Age of Empires 4, I feel like that's not the case. I feel like you're very, very far away from your allies, at least on most maps. But this map changes it, so I do like that. We do see Tip Top moving out. Now, we've got an interesting opening here from Tip Top. He hasn't gone for any kind of wood, or rather any kind of opening regarding the dock. He's just focusing on land, which is, I'm suspecting, probably a design decision. Wait, why is he coming out? He's gathering up the gold in the middle of the map right now. I don't know exactly what his plan is. 4 villagers out here. A little bit of a long-range gold mine if you've ever seen one. Age up coming through now for Tip Top. Let's see what he looks to go for. Oh, he's going for the trade landmark. Okay, Saharan Trade Network. Wait. There's no trading posts. Are there really no trading posts? Am I seeing this right? Is he's going for the Saharan Trade? Oh, but I guess he can trade to his ally, though, can't he? Okay. All right. I got a little bit worried at first. I'm like, oh, my lord, there's no trading posts. He can just trade to his ally. So if his ally puts a market up in the corner here, he can put a market down here, and then he can get some decent trade going along the back. So I guess he's just looking to establish a foothold here in the center. And I think that's probably why we do see China picked on both teams here. Just simply because you want to try and establish that foothold. If there's a Barbican that lands on this side, I mean, if you take a look at the map, right, there's still plenty of gold outside of the center. You've got 1 gold behind you, 1 gold here, then there's 1 gold in the base, and then 1 gold just outside it. So each team has got 4 golds that it can go to. But obviously, the juicy stuff's in the middle. You know, we've got 5 8Ks here. So it's going to be really important just to make sure that you've got control of that you can deny your enemy from it, and look to try and secure it. But we now see another villager moving up. He's got 9 gold on it, and looks like he's going to be beginning to outpost down. And speaking of outposts, we've already got Yui Metal down here on the south side with an outpost coming up. And some spearmen going to be coming out for China. So Marine Lord moving into a bit more of a spearman focus here. He's supervising these bad boys out as well. So really looking to put on some pressure early, 4 minutes into the game. And look at this, we got double spearman opening from China. So I don't know whether this is just the meta on this map, because typically you do see maps develop their own metas. But I suspect it probably is. You can see that they've both gone for the exact same thing. Both players supervising, and Marine Lord just supervising hard and fast. Plenty of tanks coming out now, but Tip Top aging up. Saharan trade network going down. And I wonder what direction he looks to go, whether we do see that trade coming out from him. Trade's very strong at the moment, especially in team games. The theory at the moment is that Malians, with trade in team games, whew, you just watch out, all right? The reason why it's so good is because you can have your traders picking up the gold here, and you can be getting rewarded for it immediately. And because the trades in team games are so much longer, the rewards are so much greater. So I think a max distance trade on a team map along the edge of the map is 360 gold, which means that you're going to be netting 36 gold and 18 food every single time they go past a toll outpost. And obviously you can go past up to 5. But look at this, we got Tip Top with a little bit of a forward dock coming in here. Now he is actually going very cheeky here, going for naval arrow slits. But keep in mind, Marine Lord is coming to burn this down now. Hopefully his ally has got some spears nearby. There we go, there's the spears. So I'm curious what direction he looks to go with those, but one would suspect it's probably going to be towards this. Doc's got plenty of health though. Look how long it takes him to get through this. It's insane how long it's taking him. But now able to take out the first of the fishing boats. We also see the outpost just firing off towards that direction. UE metal aging up. Get off my screen. I think that message must last for about 12 seconds if you don't click it off. But we are going to see right now the hunting canoe comes out. He tries to siege it down. I mean, you can just ignore it at this point. Like, it's not a big deal. Look at this, missing at point blank range. What's happening right there? He's too close to him. He's not hitting him. He can't get a shot off. There we go. Now he's, oh, there we go. Watch out, the machine gun. Dude, why does it attack so fast? Do they all attack that fast? That thing's really quick. But Spearman now coming down. I don't know whether emergency repairs is going to be enough right here. We'll check in with UE Metal. You can see that he doesn't have the pluses above these, which means there is no emergency repairs. And already looking very strong. This team up against Marine Lord. Definitely the favorites on the south side here. And Demo Ship comes out, and good night to everything right there. Oh my lord. I didn't even see that one coming at all. Neptune going to be able to satisfy the explosive gods today. Now the dock, it does still stand. And keep in mind, it's going to be very difficult to actually do anything out here until this dock goes down. So he's going to make sure he brings back this hunting canoe. Oh, wait, is he aging up already? My lord, he's aging up already. That's a 7-minute 30 age up on water as well. And despite all of that, he's still aging up 15 boats. And we see Neptune now aging up as well as Baboon. Both players now finally reaching the feudal age. Meanwhile, he's going to the 3rd age while everyone else is in the 1st age. That's absolutely wild. But now Tip Top going to be doing some more aggressive stuff here. He's loving this at the moment, though. All right, well, let's check in with Marine Lord and see how he's doing. Because it's going to be the Imperial Academy. I suspect he's probably holding out on the Barbican. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Barbican maybe even come down right here next to one of these larger golds. Maybe even go for the crossing. I think it probably makes a fair bit of sense. You can see very aggressive right now from the North team. We'll ride on board with them and see how they're doing, because Neptune, he's got War Junks about to come out. War Junks also coming out from Marine Lord. Now a little bit of a hardened spearman battle off. Gotta be so careful not to concede too much position out here, because if your enemy does push in with War Junks, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So hopefully gets through these hand cannon slits sooner rather than later. Might need to pull fishing boats here. Sort of baiting him back, and there could be a demo ship, and I think Neptune probably realizes that and falls back. Makes a fair bit of sense. Hunting canoe down to the south again, being annoying. All right, let's check in with Tip Top. I want to see exactly how he's doing. So Tip Top aging up as well. He's going for the Farimba Garrison in the middle of the map. So you've kind of got Burgrave Palace against Farimba Garrison. This is interesting, isn't it, when you think about it? Because both of the landmarks essentially do the same thing, right? The key difference here is that with... I mean, I'm not going to tell you how the landmarks work, but you've got, you know, essentially 5 barracks here in the Burgrave Palace, and then you've got 5 barracks or archery ranges here in the Farimba Garrison. Which one would you prefer? I would probably prefer... Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, they're both really good. Ooh, that's tough. I'd probably go for the Farimba Garrison just because there's a bit more flexibility in your unit choices. So I feel like that's pretty decent, but I gotta say, it's interesting watching the Malians go for a bit of a fast castle play here. I wonder if there'd be any potential for like a fast castle in a 1v1 to work. Probably not, because they don't have too much economic bonuses once they get up there. Like obviously for the Holy Roman Empire, they're looking at picking up those relics, so that's how they build their lead. But for the Malians, like, what do you do? And don't say cows, because that is not the correct answer. Cows are way too expensive. At least at that stage of the game, if that's what you're thinking about. UE Metal, a little bit population blocked at the moment. Not allocating enough villagers over to wood. There he goes now. Massive economy, though, in his base. Absolutely huge. Can chuck the relic in this outpost. It's just chilling out for the moment. But now a little bit of a push up on this north shore. Demo ship running in very quickly. He's trying to get his... Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. It could have been amazing. It was still pretty damn good, though. There was a pop there that he probably could have hit like 4 boats. We now see the Musafati warriors coming out. Of all things, Musafati... Oh, of course, he's looking to deal with the men-at-arms. So plenty of men-at-arms coming out. So Musafati just going to be spammed out. Big mistake here. Musafati upgrade coming through. You'd love to have just seen a barracks drop that way because he's just basically wasted 5 units worth of time. Musafati coming in, though. They're getting absolutely amazing trades here. The veteran Musafati, they destroy. Absolutely destroy. They clean them up. The men-at-arms. It's not even close. Honestly, I love the Musafati. I know a lot of people think that they're a bit trash, but against a strategy like this where you're going like super duper heavy Burgrave Palace all in, nothing, mate. Nothing at all. I think the best part as well is they're quite quick, so that they are able to chase down the enemy men-at-arms as well. But down in the center of the map, we do see more men-at-arms coming out. He's just flooding them in every direction here. Musafati just chasing away. Let's check in with Marine Lord and see how he's doing. Do we have that second town center coming down? No, we don't actually have. Instead, he's looking like he might even be thinking about a Castle Age right now. We'll have a look at Marine Lord. Yeah, he is. So it's going to be Castle Age, also going into the Song Dynasty. Nice little push here. And once again, going to get cleaned up in the middle. So the Musafati warrior coming to save the day, ladies and gentlemen. You know, do not count them out. They're definitely good. I think in niche circumstances, obviously. I'm curious how they stack up against, like, the larger knight numbers, and I think, you know what, in team games that might actually make a lot of sense, because I don't know if you guys know this, but cavalry rules team games. So Musafati, they're kind of like a palace guard in the fact that they're a bit of a pseudo cavalry. They're quite fast, 1.38 movement speed. You know, the only infantry unit that they're as fast as for that native or that innate base movement speed is that palace guard. At least that's what I can think of. There might be something else, and because of that, they're able to at least try and contest cavalry around the map. And so I suspect that it could be pretty reasonable for you to go mass Musafati here, and that's exactly what we see Tip Top doing. So he's in tip-top shape as he begins moving towards the enemy base right now, looking to potentially clean up some villages. That could be an option for him. But we do see now, Clock Tower does come up. Baboon reaches the Castle Age, and he begins moving in down towards the Archon Chapel. Plenty of men-at-arms back here, but keep in mind those men-at-arms. Even with their heavy maces, it's not going to do anything. These are not heavy units. These are light units. Beautiful fight for him, but there's a couple Lance Connects in here. This could be his. This could be the killing blow, but he surrounds them. Huge damage comes out. Lance Connect actually doing a lot of work here, and it's going to be a mad cleanup right now for the Holy Roman Empire. Beautiful position there for UE Metal, and this is where I think you might have to just add in a couple of archers. You know, maybe 10 archers, just enough to take out those Lance Connect, and then that way you're able to run. You're able to run free, but we do see on the other side of the map, it's going to be Javelin Thrower of all things coming out into Javelin Thrower. So for anybody playing along at home and wanting a few tips for the Malians, if you've got a Farimba Garrison, try not to research the technologies available to you in the Farimba Garrison. Actually make another building and research them there. And the reason why is because the Farimba Garrison, it trains... Oh, demo ship! Oh, that was a good demo ship. That was a good demo ship. Oh, Baboon. You're so good with those demo ships, aren't you? So, the whole reason behind this landmark, the Farimba Garrison, is that it can make 5 units in the same time that it would normally take to make 1. So you see archers, 22 seconds here. I think an archer normally takes 15 seconds or something like that. But the technology time doesn't actually change. Now, with the Burgrave Palace, it does, so it's okay. You can see right there, it takes 3 seconds to research Hardened Spearmen for the Spearmen. So that's absolutely fine, but for the Farimba Garrison, do not do it. I'd almost be tempted to say, hey, devs, here's a bit of feedback for the Farimba Garrison. Just make it so that the technologies also reach faster, research faster. But you can see some of them are quite short, 15 seconds, but that's just the standard time it takes to research that at a normal barrack. So you're basically operating at 20% efficiency when you research attack at the Farimba Garrison. So it's best to avoid it where possible. All right, well, fishing boat mass towards the north for Neptune, looking pretty solid here. He's got triple dock out. And it definitely feels like a little bit of a stalemate with regard to the water. Now, there are 2 sacred sites on this map. One close to Baboon's base. The other one not too close to anybody's base. Really, when you look at it, it's like, well, it seems much closer right now. And I guess that's just the lay of the land, the way that they spawned in. not being 100% opposite each other. A little bit further away. Dewey Metal still on the first large gold, still in that first gold. Take a look at Marine Lord. He's still on his as well. Only 2k taken off these. So don't think about, if this map does eventually make it to rank, don't think about this map as a map where you have to fight over that central gold control. You can see that both of these players down on the south side have had no issue. Lance Connect coming through. Javelin throw on the backside. Castle Age coming through for Neptune. So everyone's now in the third age. Lance Connect getting sniped out. Makes a lot of sense. He's gone with Javelin throwers instead of the archers. Maybe a little bit more range. A little less attack speed though. And another raid coming in. Going to be a couple of Chukunu moving back towards the astronomical clock tower. Bit of a weird position for it, away from the base, but I guess that's perfectly fine. But now we've got more trouble in paradise. These Chukunu are going to absolutely rip through these villages. So making the right decision, he falls back. Needs a few more Musafati out though. Only got 2 of them to be able to chase this around, and great pathing, right? Oh, beautiful pathing. You love that pathing. That's wonderful. That's exactly what you want to see. All right, well, Chukunu once again coming through. Looks like a horseman. No, it's going to be knights that come out. Bumps him on the front. 3 hits, going to take that one down. I think 3? No, 4 hits. And he's just focusing down villagers here. Marine Lord super happy with this. Getting out. Look at the damage that comes through on that. I don't even think he's got ranged armor. Yeah, he's got no ranged armor. So he's doing 21 damage a shot right there. That's not a joke. 21 damage a shot. He 3 shots Vils. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right. Well, the water battle continues. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the land and see how these guys are doing. But I think when it comes to the macro perspective, what are the strategic ways that you're going to be able to defeat your enemy on a map like this? And I think there's a number of ways that you can do it. That's definitely one of them. He will get both of these. I'm surprised these don't get deleted. These should have been deleted. That should have been very obvious to you, E-Metal. These were not getting away. So that was definitely a delete, but it didn't happen. So how are you going to beat your enemy? I think just chasing around their vills on a map like this is quite smart, which is why I respect the walls coming out from Marine Lord. Walling in over on this side allows you to control the narrative. And if we take a look from the perspective of Marine Lord, we can see that he's got complete control. Over on this east side, Barbican protects the middle, and then everything else is protected by the town center. So his side is completely shut off. And compare that up towards the north side here for Neptune and Tip Top. They're just getting the absolute runaround in their base. Non-stop, we've seen units coming through their base. Men-at-Arms, Lance Connect, Lancers now. We saw Chukunu not too long ago. And look at these villages. He's got idle time at the wazoo. And this is what's really starting to hurt Neptune now. And it all just goes back to not walling. You could have easily walled the front here. You could have walled the side over here. You could have, I mean, your Barbican's out somewhere. I don't actually know where is the Barbican. The Barbican's here of all places. It's probably not the best place, but I think this just goes to show how important walling is when it comes to team games, because this will happen. You will get broken apart. Your better players will find holes, and they will insert themselves in. I'm sorry. That was not intentional, but you guys get what I mean, right? Like, if one person walls up, then that person is protected, but then the second person is potentially exposed. And all it takes is for a couple units to walk through that, and you can see just how annoying it is right there. Just one-shotting these villagers, and now more villagers going to be coming out. But remember, this is so many Chukunu that they're able to just one-shot the villagers. Let's see if he actually does it. He might not. Yeah, he's not paying attention. So that would be my message to any aspiring players. But have a look at this. We've got huge, massive javelin throwers on the front line. He's got plenty of upgrades as well. +2s coming through for both of these. Double knights, double lancers coming out, and he's able to clean this up, just massing up javelin throwers right now. In tip-top fashion, looking solid here. Now let's take a little look at the villager count. Neptune at the moment 52 villagers, 62 for Yui Metal, 108 for Marine Lord, and 51 for Tip Top. So Marine Lord once again demonstrating his Chinese prowess here by going for that huge villager lead. He's already up by about 40 vills, and we do see a sacred site is captured just outside Marine Lord's base. Did he mine out the entire 8k gold here? That's impressive. I'm not even mad. How did you eat an entire wheel of cheese? I'm impressed. Now pushing forward, quite a lot of javelin throws here. So your enemy makes javelin throws. What do you make? The answer? Mangonels. Mangonels are what you want. Now Horseman also going to be very effective here as well. But we can see Nest of Bees coming out. Not as effective as the Mangonel is against the javelin throwers. But look at the javelin throwers go. These guys are stomping and dominating. And now we've got a forward keep coming in. Tip Top. Oh no, Tip Top. Oh no, Tip Top. Oh, he tries to split. Oh my lord. Oh my god. How many did he lose right then? I see like 3 bodies on the ground, but I feel like it was at least 56. Not really. You guys get where I'm coming from. And now another demo ship coming in. Watch out. From the top row, big shots coming in. Takes out, I feel like that's probably around 8 units. It's hard to tell, but you can see all the bodies scattered around. Demo ships absolutely tearing Tip Top apart. And now the Horseman going to come in. He was going for an early keep, and he gets good. He just taps out. He says, good game. Beautiful stuff right there by Marine Lord, by Yui Metal. Wonderful to see. Fellas, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out Marine Lord. I'll leave a link in the description. Good game. Well played. And the consequence, I guess, of being a little bit aggressive on the water. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.